Area School District on December 2nd, 2020 to order at 7:01 p.m. Mrs. Ahern.
Here.
Mr. Alexandrov.
Here.
Mr. Bennett.
Here.
Mr. Blazevich.
Here.
Mr. Dicenzo.
Here.
Mrs. Engler.
Here.
Mrs. Kostelnik.
Here.
Mr. Marshall.
Here.
Mr. Mattis.
Here.
This time I'm going to read the notice of reorganization meeting. Complying with section number 402 and 404 of the Pennsylvania Public School Code of 1949, PL 30, as amended, notice is hereby given that the reorganization meeting of the Board of Directors of the West Mifflin Area School District, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, will be held via Zoom on Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020 at 7 p.m. prevailing time. Please visit www.WMASD.org for instructions on how to view the meeting. This time, would somebody like to make a motion to open nominations for a temporary president?
Motion.
Second.
Who was the second?
Debbie.
Motion by Mr. Dicenzo, second by Mrs. Kostelnik. Any comments or questions? You'll answer yes or no to this. Ahern.
Yes.
Alexandrov.
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
Blazevich.
Yes.
Dicenzo.
Yes.
Engler.
Yes.
Kostelnik.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
And Mattis.
Yes.
Now the nomination for temporary president is now open. Would there,
I nominate Mr. Marshall.
are there any other nominations? Being that there are no other nominations, the nominations are now closed for temporary president. Now we'll vote, please, by stating the name of the individual you would like to see as temporary president. Ahern.
Mr. Marshall.
Alexandrov.
Dave Marshall.
Bennett.
Dave Marshall.
Blazevich.
Mr. Marshall.
Dicenzo.
Marshall.
Engler.
Marshall.
Kostelnik.
Marshall.
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 And Mattis.
Marshall.
I now declare Mr. Marshall the temporary president.
Thank you, Joe. So, next step.
The board has received the list of legally elected and qualified school directors, which will be part of the minutes.
Okay, so step 7, opening nominations for president for this ensuing year. I request a motion to open nominations for the president of the ensuing year.
Motion. Second.
Okay, Mrs. Ahern made the motion and Bill Bennett made the second. Can I have a roll call, please?
Ahern.
Yes.
Alexandrov.
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
Blazevich.
Yes.
Dicenzo.
Yes.
Engler.
Yes.
Kostelnik.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Mattis.
Yes.
Okay, can I have a nomination for president for the ensuing year?
I nominate Mr. Blazevich.
Mrs. Ahern nominates Mr. Blazevich.
Second.
That'll require a second.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
Is there
That's okay.
anybody else?
I nominate Dave Marshall.
Okay. Are there anybody else? So now, Joe, do I have to close it?
Yeah, would someone like to make a motion to close nominations?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tony, second by Debbie. Have a roll call.
Okay, now this roll call, you will vote for who you would like to see as president. Ahern.
Mr. Blazevich.
Alexandrov,
Dave Marshall.
Bennett,
Blazevich.
Blazevich,
Blazevich.
Dicenzo,
Blazevich.
Engler,
Blazevich.
Kostelnik,
Blazevich.
Marshall,
Blazevich.
and Mattis.
Blazevich.
Okay, the motion has been carried. Mr. Blazevich, you are now the president of the school board. Congratulations.
Thank you all. I appreciate your nomination and vote.
So you assume the chair.
All right, I'm coming over. So I will request a motion to open nominations for vice president.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Marshall, second by Mr. Mattis. We have a roll call, please, Joe?
Sure. Ahern,
Yes.
Alexandrov,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Blazevich,
Yes.
Dicenzo,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Kostelnik,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Mattis.
Yes.
Do we have nominations for vice president for the ensuing year?
I nominate
nominate-
Debbie Castelman.
Gina nominates Mrs. Kostelnik.
I nominate Tony Dicenzo.
Gina, thank you so much, but I'm at a loss for words. I decline. Thank you.
Mr. Mattis nominated Mr. Dicenzo. Are there any other nominations for vice president? Joe, do we have a roll call?
Would someone like to make a motion to close nominations for vice
Motion to
president?
close nominations.
Second.
Second.
Thanks, Joe.
Sure.
Roll call, please.
All right, so that was motion by Mr. Bennett, second by Mr. Dicenzo. Again, we're voting yes or no to close nominations. Ahern,
Yes.
Alexandrov,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Blazevich,
Yes.
Dicenzo,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Kostelnik,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Mattis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Joe, will we please call roll for the roll call vote for vice president for the ensuing year?
Okay, again, we'll state the name of the person. Ahern,
Tony Dicenzo.
Alexandrov,
Tony Dicenzo.
Bennett,
Tony Dicenzo.
Blazevich,
Mr. Dicenzo.
Mr. Dicenzo,
Dicenzo.
Miss Engler,
Debbie Castelnik.
Mrs. Kostelnik,
Dicenzo.
Marshall,
Dicenzo.
and Mattis.
Dicenzo.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your support.
Congratulations, Tony. You've been elected vice president for the ensuing year.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So, Joe, do you do this next part here?
No, actually, yeah, you do. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay. You're gonna have to deal with this for a little while.
Yeah, that's okay.
Can
I make
somebody-
a motion, we get a new roll call stamp.
Thank you.
Second.
So that was Mrs. Ahern with the motion and Mr. Marshall with the second?
Mattis.
Mr. Mattis with the second.
Ahern,
Yes.
Alexandrov,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Blazevich,
Yes.
Dicenzo,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Kostelnik,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
and Mattis.
Yes.
Motion carries. Would somebody like to make a motion and second to authorize the use of a signature stamp until a new one is received?
So moved.
Motion.
One more time, please.
I said so moved.
Dave Marshall motion. I'll second it.
Thank you. Mr. Marshall and Mr. Bennett?
Ahern,
Yes.
Alexandrov,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Blazevich,
Yes.
Dicenzo,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Kostelnik,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
and Mattis.
Yes.
Motion carries.
The current committees will function until new committees have been designated, which will happen here in the ensuing weeks.
I make a motion that the present committees will function until new ones are assigned.
That's exactly.
Yeah, actually, that was a statement.
Oh, okay, that's not, okay, I'm
You can
sorry.
make a motion to adjourn the meeting if you like.
Motion.
Mrs.
Mo-
Ahern,
Second.
motion. Deb, Mrs. Kostelnik, second.
Ahern,
Yes.
Alexandrov,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Blazevich,
Yes.
Dicenzo,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Kostelnik,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
and Mattis.
Yes.
The reorganization meeting has been adjourned, 7:12.
We stay in here, correct?
Yes, we're staying here and we'll just start into the next meeting.